Oh, there we go. Now we're live. Okay, let me just check my phone, make sure things look natural here. And let me do a refresh. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure this is working. Ah, there we go. All right. Okay, welcome. It's been a while. It's been almost a month, I think, exactly a month actually. Yeah, that's the way life goes sometimes. Just a lot of things going on. Some medical issues to deal with, some high school graduation, some visitors from out of town. It just seems like our time this past month has been absorbed by a lot of things. And we've been had a lot of rain in the month of June, which is making the garden really difficult to work on. But I am getting a ton of strawberries from a very small area. It looks really good. This weather has been great for the strawberries. Our tomato plants are coming along. Squash plants were getting hit by bugs, but I think we managed to save them. Corn, potatoes all look good. Swiss chard, what else here? Onions, banana peppers. So yeah, and it's not a big garden. I got two sets of raised beds, and then about a it took about 100 feet of fencing to cover around the larger garden, so not too bad. And the second older garden, which has the corn and stuff that's a little smaller, corn and potatoes. So we have to fence everything off here because we got we're out in the rural area and there's a lot of critters out here that want to get into our stuff. Particularly, well, the rabbits will go after the beans and anything green like that. So far, the netting I'm using is very effective, and I've been very successful with it over the years. So we use something called deer netting, which keeps the deer out too. And when it comes to the corn, we have a couple of methods we use. Besides the fencing, we also have we put soap out there. I think it's Irish Spring she uses, and then I have an ultrasonic thing that we put out there as well that seems to work well at deterring them. And you know, so that's what I say. That gets you caught up on what's going on here in the neck of Vermont. We're up in the northwest Vermont here. They did have a tornado watch, which is extremely rare for us last week, and we've had some very windy weather. My wife did give me a nice, for my birthday, did give me a nice weather station, which I think I posted on Facebook a picture of, and so it'll keep track of all those types of things that I've always wanted to know. How windy is it really out there when it's really windy? And I think today it got up to about 14, 15 miles an hour, something like that. So we never had a lot of wind here for years until the past several years. Things are changing a little bit. And with all this rain, surprisingly, my yard has stayed relatively good. It just made it difficult to mow because it was so wet, and I had to wait. But let's see. Well, that's one thing I said. We had some medical issues to deal with. I'm not going to go into that. But just to say it is that it was complicated, and it's still there's some lingering things there going on. Let's see what else. Yeah, we had my granddaughter who's graduated from high school. It was a nice, pleasant event. When we had visitors from out of town, and we had for that as well as just other people who visited at other times. So found a great little Airbnb for one of our visitors that's just about a mile away from us, and it's beautiful, brand new place, and it's really nice. Good for a couple, but no, I wouldn't say family. It's really small, but it's all brand new. It's all up to date, so it's really nice and cheap, which is the big part. Let's see here. What else? We got the date. Oh, we will be away. I will be missing at least 1 week in July, and so that is just summertime. We're traveling, and so it's just too difficult to try and do things. I have done it on the road before. Did it years ago. I was invited to go on. I think it's about to get Real's channel, And she said, "Hey," I said, "I'm going to be on the road, but I'll bring the stuff with me, and I can do it from our laptop." And we did from the hotel room, and it worked just fine. So um, anyway, so I hope that's it. Oh, hey, Randy, and whoever is here. Yeah, yeah. Well, there's hopefully get a few folks out there. I'm just chit chatting to kind of get things rolling here and explain why I've been away a little bit, and things will get back more or less to normal. I say except from 1 week in July, we should be away, and probably another week in August. I mean, it is summertime, and even though I'm retired, and this is kind of what I do between this and my eBay store, we still try to take some leisure time. Plus, I'd like to find some time for my hobbies, which we also do. So I use metal detecting, and I do getting into looking into another hobby. My son-in-law does prospecting for gold up here in the Northeast. That's actually a very doable thing. Most of the streams in Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine have gold in them, so it's worth taking a shot at it. And if it's just for fun and get you outdoors. Hey, Cassandra. Well, thank you for joining. Glad to see you here. Hope things are going well in your neck of the woods, as well as Randy. I hope things are going well for you also, where you are. Well, I think we should get started. I don't want to go on, but like I said, I've been away for a while, so I'm just playing a little catch up here in the chit chat, and seeing who comes in. Okay, let's switch cameras. So to my table, and we'll start with some simple stuff and go from there. A lot of jewelry tonight, I think. Predominantly jewelry, I would say, even. Even though it didn't look so in the preview, I apologize for that. I kind of slapped that thing together. Like I said, we've been kind of busy. So I just thought I'd throw a few random little pieces in the front here to get things started and warmed up. Anybody interested in some DVDs? These are all children's. This one's Kiss of the Dragon. This is no cases, of course, just in the sleeves. The Secret of NIMH, the Toon Factory, and SquarePants. What does that say? Or not to SquarePants. See for SpongeBob SquarePants. They look to be in all good shape. I've not tried playing any of them. How about for all four, $5? So let me put that in the chat. I'm going to say they're all cartoon. Yes, they are all cartoon. Yeah. DVDs for $5. Let's do it by it now. I just, usually just stuff we've got. We don't really need it. So if anybody's interested in those for DVDs for all four for $5, throw that out there. Get started. Just see if there's any interest in that. Again, I'll go over it again. It's SpongeBob SquarePants. The SquarePants are not the SquarePants. Something called the Toon Factory, Casper and Friends. For those who are old enough to remember Casper. The Secret of NIMH, and Kiss of the Dragon. I think that's an animated one, but I know it sounds familiar. And you can see that somebody was trying to sell those before. So if there's no interest in those, we'll pass on those and go off to a couple of other non-jewelry items, and then we're going to probably I've got some other non-jewelry items. We'll just leading off with these couple of items, and then we'll jump into some of the jewelry here. I'll start with some of the stuff that was in the preview, and then I'm kind of just randomly going through stuff. I'm trying something a little different tonight. I usually make myself a list of what I'm going to do, and tonight I did not. Not because I didn't have time. I could have taken the time, but it didn't seem to be a benefit. So to me, to do that. So somebody bids on something, I just write their name down and what they got. Okay, so we're going to pass for now on that. Ooh, man. And pass on that. I got a brand new Yankee Candle vent clip odor neutralizing item. Oh, okay. Thanks, Randy. Let me put you down as sold to Randy for $5. Thank you. Oops. Alrighty, now let me put your name on those so I don't and write it down. There's the vent clip, and I'm just going to ask $2 for that. Buy it now. Just stuff I've got that's sitting around that I just don't have a need for, and somebody else might want it. All right, get your name on these and write it down on my list. If I can figure out what to do with my pen. Oh. Okay. There. And the vent clip is, it says it's Yankee Candle Smart Scent Vent Clip Odor Neutralizing Citrus Tango with clear window to see when to replace. And you see this, you just stick it in one of your vents on your car. So, okay, any interest in that? If not, we go on to the next item, which is, I think, one I have a difficult time coming up with a price to ask for this. And I don't want to be unreasonable. So if I'm asking too much, just let me know. But we'll pass on the vent clip. And interesting little item. Let me bring the camera down so you can see I'm up close. These locks, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, plus the key. And the key is good for all 5 locks. So let's start this at I'll say $10. I think we'll trying to be fair here, but I don't want to be crazy about a price. But they all work. I tested them all, and but they all the same, which is interesting. So if you have something you want to lock up, and you'll have to get a copy of the key. That is the only key. And so it's a pretty common looking little key on it. I think you can go to any hardware store and get a copy of it. But it goes in any of the locks. And it works for all of them. If anybody would be interested in that. If you have something you need to secure, but you want to have just one key for everything, there you go. I am writing these down as I put them out there in case somebody's watching this video later and says, hey, I'm interested in the locks you had up there, and I want to write down what I asked for them. So, just in case. But I thought, I would throw that out there and see if there's anybody interested in something as simple as that. Okay. We'll start with some jewelry. I'll start with one of the items I had right up front in the item. And this is going to be a lot. And I'll try and straighten it up here a little bit so we can show it all. And actually, I want to count this as well. And I'm trying to untangle a little bit here too. So give me a second. I'm usually pretty good at untangling these things, usually. And they weren't tangled to start with, but I kind of just threw them aside and they got all twisted around each other. So give me a second so I can get it done. I'll just leave that other item up there for the moment. Yeah. Okay. I think that's everything. Yeah. Good. All right, we'll pass one on the locks and go on to some jewelry. Okay, I show this in the preview. It's a bunch of silver tone necklaces. I don't think any of them are marked in any way, shape, or form. But there's a variety of them, and I'm going to lay them out here so you can see them. Some have something on them, some are just plain. We'll go through each of them. Oh, actually, this is a bracelet. I'm going to throw a bracelet in there too. What the hey? And another one. Yeah, a nice big pendant. And another necklace. Okay, I'm going to bring the camera up a little bit and show it all. And okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pendant and the bracelet, which has got little stones, and I'll show each one up close. So there's, what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 necklaces, a pendant, and a bracelet. I'm going to call this the silver tone lot, and we'll start this at I am really coming up with a number here. On the fly here. Let's say $12. How's that sound? I'll show each of the pieces here. So this one here, this is one of the ones that it's, has some items on it. Let me see if that light hitting that really well. I guess that isn't fitting as well as it should. Let me put that light in its position. There we go. The light behind the camera is kind of shadowing it a bit. Too much stuff on the floor here. All right, here's the first necklace. You can see it's got these little pieces hanging from it. Here's the second necklace. It has an extender on it. And there's a kind of a boxy chain kind of thing. Trying to see me to put me to sleep. Apparently, I would just lie there and laugh at her. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Here's another really nice little silver chain and silver tone. I'm just going to keep saying so. I keep saying it. They are all silver tone. I am not. If you get a silver chain out of this, because I didn't recognize it's silver, it's all to your benefit. There's another here. Here's the number 4. Like I said, this is for all of them. This one here has some kind of charms hanging off of it. A cross, a star, and some various other items in there. Looks like a lock, padlock. Here's the pendant up close. It has a few, so you can catch the light on that just right. Get to see there's a few rhinestones or something in there. Crystals maybe. Here's another necklace. It's a relatively simple necklace. Type of chain. And there's another one with a little extender on it and kind of a boxy chain. Here's the bracelet. And it's got little stones in it. Any interest in any of these? I was wondering, Randy. Yeah, wrong chat. Yeah, that makes sense. Hi, Marlene. Thanks for joining. Getting confused. Not a problem. I began to wonder, but that's all right. I thought you were just having an interesting conversation with us. Anyway, so there's the lot. If anybody's interested in all of those pieces for $12, quite a variety. There's some with things on them, some just plain chains. If you're looking to put something in pendants or something like that, you want to put on a necklace, there you go. You'll have a variety of lengths. And this is the longest one here, I think. The one in the middle here. And Get it down just a little bit better. There we go. Try to get them all on frame here, as much as possible. Okay, well, if not, we'll get a bag, throw those in. Try and keep them from getting too tangled. This out of the way. Okay. No interest in those, so we'll pull those out. I would not have been, if somebody had offered me a little less, I would not have been insulted. I just thought I had to pick a number somewhere. So, okay. Let's put that aside. Okay. There was another. I'm going to show this first because this was not in the preview, but I had a lot, as you saw in the preview, I had a lot of music boxes, and this is one that was not in the preview, and they all work. So we will show this one's really cute. Let me bring the camera down because it's kind of shooting it from the top. There we go. All right, and this one plays. I think you can hear that. Put on your Easter bonnet. And let's got all these bunnies. And I was going to say, I will say, let's start this at, $9. A little early for Easter, I know. Not for till next year, but yeah, it is really pretty. Yeah, it is a resin, feels like a resin one. It is a Sankyo movement on it. I did not see any damage anywhere. Although, I'll tell you, as much detail as there is in this one, it'd be hard pressed to find an imperfection. But I didn't see any. And like I say, there's a few more music boxes coming up later. I'm trying to mix them up through the night here as we go. Okay. Oh, I see Cassandra at 9. Thank you. Why did my computer just do that? All right, we'll say going once. Come on, computer. Going twice. I should be getting better responses on my system now. I put in a brand new modem to match the speed that I'm getting from Comcast and Xfinity. Okay, sold Cassandra for $9. Thank you, Cassandra. Let me write that down. Pardon me while I'm silent here while I'm writing this down. I don't want to forget. $9. Okay. Let's put that in a safe place. And go on to some more jewelry. How about another lot? This is an interesting one. I didn't even know I had this. It's a bag of multicolored beads. You're welcome, Cassandra. Multicolored beads, or beaded things. They may be intact. I don't think they're loose. I think they're all intact. And I'm thinking we'll start this at $6, and we'll go here. We're just going to call this a bag of beaded stuff. Start this at $6, and I will empty it out here so you can see what's in it. I'm not even sure what's in it. I just came across it today. I have this one bin that's just full of stuff, and I thought these are plastic. Okay. Well, you got red, white, and blue. Oh, here's an earring. Let's see if the other one's in there. Oh, here's a bracelet. Interesting bracelet with a toggle type thing. Another little bracelet with beads. Another one with wooden beads. It's a screw type barrel connector. Another bracelet with some beads. I guess these are all bracelets. Oh, did not know that. This one looks like it's beaded. And this is kind of some kind of a leather necklace with some beads on it. There's a little pin with an apple on it. Markings on that one either. Hat pin, whatever you call it, whatever. You can rotate, so you can use it any way you want. Hat pin, scarf pin, whatever. Another animal colored beads. And another little hat pin. It's a flower. I guess that earring's a solo. I didn't see the match for it. Oh, anyway, and then I don't know if these are one necklace or no. It's here. Yeah, it looks like the red, white, and blue thing is all one thing. So, yeah, July 4th's coming. You want to be patriotic and have a red, white, and blue necklace. There's another necklace tangled in here, gold tone. And it's not labeled either. A gold tone thing with a pearl at the end of it, inside a wire wrap. So yeah, this looks like it's a. There's another bracelet mixed in with that. It's a barrel clasp. Another one with a barrel clasp. Here's the end of that necklace on one side. Oh wow, this is long. And there's the other end. It's got a really interesting connections on it. So if somebody just wants to recycle whatever, or you think you saw something here that you like, it's all going as one big batch for, what did I say, $6 start. If anybody's interested, if not, you want to bag it up and set it aside. We'll put it in our yard sale. I know none of you are local to us, but we are planning a massive, and I do mean massive, yard sale when we get back in July. Stuff I don't usually bother bring to auction because it's not worth trying to ship it or trying to get something. Just nothing I think people would be interested in. You never know, though. Maybe I should be showing some of it. Alrighty. There it is. Bag of stuff. We'll pass. Okay. Alrighty. More jewelry. Let's see. This one says it's a silver tone necklace. Okay, so it's another silver tone necklace with a little heart. Let's see what else we got here. Another small link silver tone chain. And another one, silver tone necklace with a heart on it. There's a piece of string on there. I'm going to get that off there, but I can get that later. Just to show you the piece the pendant that's on there. So all three pieces together, $6, I think we'll say. A lot of three necklaces. Oh, Did they say 6? Yes, they said 6, right? So this has got a cute little heart on the end of it. This is just a plain chain, but it's really delicate. And this one's also a very delicate chain. I'm trying to get on the camera here. Sorry. I have to look over my shoulder to see if I'm on camera. And there's the pendant for that. No markings on any of this stuff. If there's any interest. No, I will bag these up. And we'll pass. Okay. Because I have a lot of charge. I'm not going to. Oops. This goes in this one. And this goes in this one. And this goes in this one. Okay. Any interest in a matching Anne Klein set bracelet and earrings? I'll pop them out of the bag here and get them laid out so you can see them. And I'll show them up close here in a second. This one will start at $7. So there's the earrings, the gold tone. And it's got like a blue enamel on that. It's about, I said, it's just a little over an inch in diameter. The regular post style connection. The bracelet is a toggle. There's the logo. I'm just going to get that to show. It's upside down. There you go, an Anne Klein. Gold tone. It's got some weight to it. A little weight to it. You know it's there. A little small for my wrist. I think it would fit my wrist. Is any interest in Anne Klein? And let's see what else we can come up with here while I'm hesitating. Cindy, you want to see this again? Sure, absolutely. Okay, here's the bracelet. You can see the Anne Klein logo there on the toggle clasp. Blue accented. It's like a royal blue, I would call it, with gold accent. And then the earring is gold tone, where the blue, I'm going to say enamel, I think, type finish accent on the edges. Size of the bracelet. Let's take it off the toggle. It's the nice thing about toggles is you can, and let's lay it next to a ruler. Okay, so the overall length, if I exclude the toggle, I would say it's 7-inch. If I include the toggle, it's 8. So I see you're in at 7, and we'll say going once, going twice. Let's call Marlene for $7. Thank you. And what did I do with the bag? I just had that bag in my hand. Yes, you write your name on it. Okay. Thank you. Green pendant necklace. Green pendant necklace. Did I show a green pendant necklace? Am I forgetting something that I showed? I showed one with a heart-shaped pendant and one with a heart-shaped pendant. But I didn't recall seeing one with a green pendant necklace. And I'm trying to now you got my brain going. It's like, what did I show? I don't remember showing. There was a pile of necklaces I showed, and it was that whole pile of Silvertone necklaces, but none of those had green. Now you've got me wondering. What did I show that I can't remember that I showed? Green pendant necklace. Oh, was that in the preview, maybe? Okay, well, that's in the preview. Let me dig through my pile of stuff. I think this is the one you're talking about. Oops, let me take it out of the bag. The Leah Sophia one? That's the Leah Sophia. Oops. And let's get that down there, brother. There we go. Oh, on the preview. Okay, no problem. And I think this is the one you're talking about in the preview. This is the Leah Sophia. And I was going to start this at $6. And I think it's not including extender here. Looks like it's going to be, I'm going to guess 16 inch plus the extender. Okay, we'll say going once. Going twice. Let's call. Six. Oops. Let's try that again. It didn't. YouTube just sorry, we have an error. Okay, let's try that again. Come on, YouTube. Did it again. Let me just have sold. I'm going to just type one word to see if I can get at least one word through. There. There. Okay. Hey, that was a lot of work. All right. Thank you, Marley. Sorry. YouTube is not cooperating tonight. And it's not, I don't think it's me. Like I said, I have super high speed here, and I just put a brand new modem in to take advantage of the even increased speed that we just got from our provider. So we have some really good response time generally. All right, let me put your name on the bag. And thank you. You put that with your other purchase. Okay, onward. Okay, well, the next item I was planning on showing another piece of jewelry. And this is a freshwater pearl and crystal bracelet. And we'll start this at $6 also. And I'll show up close here. It also is a toggle clasp. I didn't see any name on it. On the toggle. Usually it's on the toggle, right? And you can see on the, it has that right on each end here, it has a little crystal and another accent crystal on the other side. Let's get a length for you here. That's the nice thing about these toggles is you can lay it out really nicely. And the overall length is, looks like 7 inches, not including the toggles. So there you go. If there's any interest in that, very delicate looking. Let me put it back together here so I can show it on my hand better. I have enough arthritis that I don't think I'll even try to put something like that on my hand. But you can see what it looks like. Is any interest? And I'll leave that up there for a second while I get a sip of water. I didn't mention it at the beginning, but another reason I didn't do an auction last week is we were in the 90s and I do not have air conditioning in this room. It was blistering up here. And I thought I'd pass out if I tried to do an auction. Just not a good idea. So, okay. All right. Then we'll pass on this and go on to the next item. And it looks like it's not gonna, this time YouTube's let me type it in. How about a couple of different rings? Okay, don't have much for rings in the way of rings tonight, but I did grab a couple. And I will grab my display here somewhere. Well, I thought I had it here. All right, let me get the sizes on these. Just so first, I'm going to show them both. They're going to go for the same price. So each. This first one is a size. It was like almost 8 3/4, and it has a little pink stone in it. And it is marked in there. If I can get that on camera. Oops, if I get my fingers out of the way here. You can see it is marked there. And what that says is it's S95 or something like that. Let's see if I can show it on camera. If it'll focus. Let me get my loupe because I can't really see it myself without it. Yeah, I remember those old systems, right? Didn't have that benefit, when I was growing up. Okay, I'm going to make sure I know what this is marked so I can tell you for sure. Okay, so this first ring is marked. Looks like PB925. That doesn't make sense. I don't know if that's what it says, but so it may be just a silver plate. The second ring is a lot larger. It's a size 10. Let's see if we can get the focus. There we go. I want you to see that pattern on there. And this one's also marked. I think. Let's see if we can get that to show on camera. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. You see it's marked in there, and I'll tell you what it says because I can't. This one says 925 BA Indonesia. Okay, so No, I'm not able to test yet. So I'm just telling you they're marked. I don't know what they are, and that's why I'm not asking much. I'm going to say choice of rings marked. We will start this at, let's say 7, I guess. That sounds fair. If they're silver, you're doing great. If they're not, I don't think that's an unusual, not a terrible price for a ring. So we'll give you a chance at getting some good deal, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. But there you can see the marking in there. This is the size. What did I say? This was 8 3/4. This is a size 10. And it was marked, like I said, it was marked 925BA. I think that's the manufacturer of Indonesia. No, I'm going to have to spend the money to get a kit. I just haven't done it yet. It does have a neat little pattern. I see Randy at 7. Get this out of the way. No, it's like going once. Going twice. Last call. So to Randy. Oops, I almost misspelled your name. Oh, for $7. And say he's trying to put the price in there as well. Okay, which one or ones do you want? And let me grab that away. You're thinking about that. And I had a bag. What did I do with the bag? Yeah, I know. I just keep forgetting to do it. You want both? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Let me put your name down. And I just had my marker here. This. Randy. And write your name on my list. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And, oh yes, did I get that? Oh yeah, I almost forgot that one. And also, yeah, that was the. Okay, all right. Well, let's go with something non-jewelry for a little change up here. Anybody interested in Radon mug? I'm just going to see. I'll keep this at a very reasonable price. We will start this at $6. I think that's a fair price. I've seen them go for a lot more. So, okay, typical. I can always try to show you the Disney Princess. Says a dream come true. And then on the other side is a picture of a castle, sort of. And the inside looks very, very clean. Even the bottom, you know, there's a few minor scuff marks on it. I think it was just stuff. I don't think they ever used it. At least it doesn't appear that way, but it looks like it's in excellent condition. Is there any interest? Yeah, I've TJ Maxx and Home Goods is the other store here that carries the Rae Dunn stuff as well, and they often have incredible sales sometimes, but I've never seen it this cheap. Usually they're going for, like you say, the Yeah, kind of lost. I forget where we. Oh, we were at one thrift shop that had a whole array of redone stuff, but they knew what they were worth. They really did. But I'm passing on my savings to you. So, is it any interest? Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, we'll pass on that. I'm not going to hang on these things too long. I need to wait for the lag to catch up and everything. But let's go. As I said, I haven't planned too much in the way of earrings tonight, but I do have some. I think I've shown these before, but I'm not 100% sure. So I decided to show them again just in case. Let me get my old stand here so I can put them on that to make it easier for me with my unsteady hands. These are Silver Forest earrings, and these are handcrafted in Vermont. It says it's surgical steel, so let me call this the Silver Forest earrings. And we'll start these at I'm not sure where to start these at. I guess I should start these at about $6. And these are brand new, so so you can see it says made in USA in Bellows Falls, Vermont. And even got a copyright on their design. So I just wanted to show you that up close. It says it's surgical 18K on surgical steel. So that's a good deal. That's a good start, I think, at that price. See if there's anybody interested in those. It's interesting. It's got a loop, but it's at. If you can see the way that the clasp is and opens up, and the color is kind of a crystal that's in there is kind of a greenish tone. Best way to describe. I'm trying to get the light to hit it just right so you can see the color a little better. There we go. That's sort of showing it. Yep. Yeah. I know different people have different things. Some are always I know some always stick with just post style. Some stick with shepherd's hook. Some, whatever. So actually, one of the things I was considering showing tonight was a bunch of. I still have them actually. Oh, they're here. Some vintage clip earrings. But if somebody wants to redo them, but anyway, we'll pass on this. That's fine. But they are beautiful earrings. And like I say, they're handcrafted over here in Vermont. So, all right, that was the earrings. I just thought I mentioned it, so I'll bring them up. I've got this lot of clip earrings. I may have shown this in some past auction. I don't really recall for sure. Clip and screw back. I'll take that back. It's a combination of the kind. But these are definitely vintage. And these are these two. Right, this pair reminds me of the 70s. And then this. And then these are the screw back ones here. These are clip. So clip, and clip. Yep. So, oops, my camera's a little too high. Sorry. So, I'm going to call these vintage clip earrings, even though there's one screw back there. I understand that. I just want trying to keep the thing down. So I'm going to start these. Let's see what we have. 2, 3, 4, 5 pair. You know what? I'm going to stick with my $6 price. Anybody really interested in these kinds of things? I think we'll try and keep it in a reasonable shape here. So this is the orange one. You can see the clip on the back. Here's the screw back ones that are little pearls, pink pearls. These are really something right here, I think, with all the sparkly stone and gold tone. Again, no marking that I could see in there, but it's a pad on this clip, which is interesting. I don't see that too often. These blue clusters, clip earring, and these that have a combination of some gold, black, white, and clear. Clip. Gold tone back. Again, no names on any of these that I can recall. And when I glanced at them, didn't see anything. But the orange ones, we've been lately watching some on YouTube. We've been watching the old Laughing Show from the late '60s, early '70s, I guess it was. And because Johnson was president. They were picking up Lyndon Baines Johnson's presidency, so in the show. So that tells you how old it was. Anyway, so. And when I saw these orange ones, I said, "Oh, that is so '70s, the orange." So it's really funny. But anyway, thought I'd mention that. Okay, well, let's see. Oh, it didn't. Did it put? Okay, it's like I'm still getting those messages about having trouble connecting. Why is it doing that to me? Yeah, '60s. I would agree. '60s, definitely. I think they probably all would say in the '60s from the design, wouldn't you? I would say possibly. I don't think they're '50s, but definitely '60s. Maybe, like I said, these would actually fit in the late '60s, early '70s, maybe. But because orange was the color. Ask anybody who's got orange shag carpeting. All right, we'll pass on that. And things can me grief. Yeah. I have to find out why. All right. I'll set these aside. Make a note of that on my little cheat sheet here. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, I didn't have to show this earlier on, but any of you considering getting into doing live streaming, brand new, it's called the Cybertrack H3 webcam with built-in microphone, 720p HD, and 1.3 megapixel video. It doesn't sound much compared to a camera for video. That's pretty good. And like I said, this is brand new. I'm going to start at $10. And even if you're a reseller, there's room on this one. But I'm passing my savings on along to you. If there's any interest in something like that, or you're just looking for a backup camera or a second camera like what I do. I have two cameras, and I have one that I switch over to for my table and one that I switch over to me. So I thought I'd put that up there if anybody was interested. Okay. Let's go some bracelets. Yeah, I'm going to get a lens on this one before I can put it up. All right, sorry. We'll pass. I thought I'd throw that out there before I throw it up at eBay. Okay. And by the way, as I mentioned in my beginning, I do have an eBay store. it's got quite an eclectic mix of things from clothing to, oh well, I'm going to start posting more of my vinyl and some other things. I also got a couple of shorts I plan on posting soon of some really interesting things we've done over the past year that some people might find fascinating. But this is another bracelet. This is one that we created. I should say my wife created, or my granddaughter created. She's 18. And so this is using Murano beads. Some people call them lampwork beads. We're going to start this at $8. So it's 7.5 inches long. And I've mentioned this before. Some of the beads are marked 925, but I cannot test them. These may not. None of these may be marked 925, for all I can tell. I don't even focus on that because it's just that little liner in the bead anyway, and I don't think it matters. But it's got what's nice about these bracelets is see the core on that Susan. I think that's a really sturdy bracelet, and it's got a nice sturdy clasp. And there's charms on here, a combination. This is obviously a blue theme here. There's the dog. There's a fairy sitting on the moon. And a little everything on here. And looks like a little imp playing an instrument. A little heart. $8 start. And I show you the beads up close here. Give an idea of what they look like. That is the bracelet. Really pretty colors. It's kind of like a mixture of some pale blue and some royal blue and silver tone items all throughout. Okay, let's see. Some earrings, I guess. Okay. What time are we doing here? We're 9 o'clock. Okay. We're doing okay. All right, so we'll pass on that. Anybody, and I say 4th of July is coming up. I'll try and get this shipped out in time so you get it before the 4th. If it's not, if that's what you want. Here's one of them. It's a post-style earring. It's blue, red, white, and blue. I'm not sure how. I guess if you're going to wear it as red, white, and blue, you put it where there. I'm getting tongue-tied. That way. Post, gold tone back on it. Here's the other one. Oops. So if you look at them, they really will go like that, I would assume, when you wear them. So obviously, depending on how you want to wear it right or left ear type of thing. But there they are. And since they've got a gold tone back. Little patriotic earrings. So, and we'll start this at $5. How does that sound? Does that sound fair? Come on, focus. There we go. Okay. All right. And we'll pass on the earrings. And we'll go to another music box. This one is one of the ones in the preview. And as you can see, it moves. With a little butterfly here on the wire and a seesaw music box. Small World. So it's playing. But I'm going to call this the Seesaw Music Box. And we'll start this one at say $10. And this is by the San Francisco Music Box Company, I believe. Yes, it is. And it's a small world. And it is a Sankyo movement in there. This is fairly new, it looks like, I would say. I didn't see anything, a little dusty. But I'll leave that to the owner, the buyer, to decide what to do about that. But I'll show you what it looks like all the way around. Cute, 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 cute. Yeah, it's mechanical there. It all works. Seems to work fine. Plays fine. Yeah, oh gosh, this is going to be 27 years ago. 1997, yeah. We were in at Disney World in Florida. And it was just my wife and I, and my sister and her husband and my two nephews. And we went into this ride where you go through and you see all these animatronics things, and they played this song the whole time you're in there. And it's a long ride. It was a fairly long ride, surprisingly. And my sister said, I have to warn you, you're going to hear this song for 3 days in your head. And boy, was she right. It just never, it was a brain worm that just wouldn't go away. But it was cute. And my nephews at the time, they were younger, so they kind of got a kick out of it. But yeah, that was interesting. I think, yeah, was it Disney World? Because we also went to Epcot Center, and I can't remember if it was at Epcot we saw that, or was that Disney? It might have been one or the other, but anyway, it's been a long time. But okay, no interest in the music box. That's fine. We'll pass on that for now and go on to something else. Set that aside. Like I said, that was one of the ones in the preview, so I'll make sure I showed it. I'm trying to think, what else have I not shown that was in the preview? I think I've pretty much covered everything in the preview. I think. So let me see if there's anything else. I do have, no, I'm not going to do that. Anyone a Jimmy Johnson fan out there? I got a keychain. I'm just trying to find what I want to show next. Pardon me. Like I said, I'm just kind of winging it tonight a little bit. So I'm looking for what I think would be something you'd be interested in. All right. I was just up there. Throw me a number. All right. I want a really pretty faux pearl necklace. I think I'm going to guess the length of this. Looks like I'm seeing 8.5 inches there, so it's so is that 16, 17 inch roughly. There's the top of it, and oddly enough, this is not a clasp. It's just the way it's joined together. I know you've seen pieces like that where you squeeze it apart, and this one does not. It is a permanent fixture. So I'm kind of telling you that up front, so you don't think it's a necklace that comes apart, because it does not. And they're not. Let's see if you're asking the other question. No, they're not knotted in between. So, so we'll say we're going to call this the pink faux pearl necklace. We'll start this at, I don't know, 8, I guess. Let's see if anybody is interested in that for $8. Yeah, they're definitely faux pearl, but they're pretty, still pretty. even if it is fake. You know, and it whoever put it together did a decent job. It doesn't bunch up or knot up or anything. It was well assembled, well. And I know if you go to your regular department store, you're going to see these fake pearl ones for going for over $20, which is kind of weird. But that's the markups they go with, so they can then turn around and sell it later on sale. Okay. What was that? Okay. So you know what? Got another necklace I'm going to show. Yeah, this one doesn't seem to be. It isn't. It's really very, very flexible. They're not strung tight. They did a nice job. Whoever Chinese factory came out for whatever. But yeah. So all right, we'll pass. That's fine. How about some real stones? This is a malachite necklace with a barrel clasp. I guess this is probably 16-inch. Let's see here. Yep, about 16, maybe a little more. I'll show it up close here in a second. I think she was only. Oh, sad to hear, Lonnie. Yeah, we have some family that actually they're flying back today. They should be back today from Israel, and we're up near Tel Aviv, where a lot of the northern action has been happening. But Ethiopia, I didn't realize Ethiopia was in turmoil. You know, that's the very frustrating thing about the news is they don't cover Africa very well. And I think that is such a service to them. But okay, so where are we? Malachite, yes, very pretty. You can see, I'm trying to make sure you get a good sense of the color here. Really pretty green. You can see barrel connector on it. It's strung well. It doesn't seem to bunch up. As we mentioned earlier with the pearl necklace. I think anything you see generally is the stone just reacting with the stone kind of thing. Malachite's a very pretty stone. Oh, hey, Jennifer. You're a new one to me. Thank you for joining us tonight. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. If you are interested, of course, my email's up on the screen. If I didn't mention it at the beginning, but I always forget this sometimes. But please email me your names. You're on the YouTube, so I already know that. Your PayPal information. I do invoice through PayPal. I ship through Pirate Ship, get you the best deal I can. And so I would need, shipping address and PayPal information. I can do Cash App and I can do Venmo, but my primary invoice is through PayPal. So, anyway, so yes, $7 for this malachite, and this is something I think goes back. We had a jewelry business back in the 90s. I think we stopped in the 90s. Yeah, in the 90s with our jewelry business. And so some of the stuff goes that far back. And I think this is one of those pieces that we had back then. And I'm sure it's going for this lower price because at that time you could get it much cheaper than you do now. I don't think you'd buy a strand of malachite today for $7. But we're getting to where we need to Downsize. Oh, I can write down one. Okay. No interest in the malachite. We'll pass on that as soon as I find out my next item. Well, you know what? Let's go back to another pearl necklace that I have. This is my inventory tag, so just ignore that. Another fake pearl necklace. So we're going to pass on the malachite. Oops, I hit it twice. Oh, that's all right. Full pearl necklace. Hey there, Sierra. Richie. I'll go say Richie. Nice to see you. I haven't seen that name for a while. So, well, thanks, Jennifer. I'm glad you found me. Yeah, I for those that aren't aware, I've been trying to do one auction a week, and I mostly was on Tuesday nights. And then I switched to Wednesday briefly. Things have been kind of crazy this month, and I haven't done anything since last month, really. Technically, my last auction was at the end of May. So this is my first one for June, and it's going to be my last one for June. But I will be getting back into a weekly basis. And I always put a preview out. I try very hard to get a preview out, try to do it the day before, so you have some heads up and some ideas of what I might be showing. You know, I don't always show everything in the preview, I just show some. But so let's get this faux pearl up there. Let's say, let's start this one at 7 as well, I think. This is a nice one as well. It does seem a little stiff, like we were talking about earlier, but it doesn't kink at all. And it's got it does have an extender on it. Sorry, I have the strings in there. I apologize for that. My inventory tag. I didn't get a chance to take it off. And it's got the kind of clasp it is a hook and eye type clasp. So, and again, as you know, there's no knotting in between, so it gives you an indication that it's, that's your first clue that it's not real. Thanks, Jennifer. I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing me out. Yeah, I am trying to get things boosted up there. I am on Instagram, sort of out there. And I have an eBay store. The names are different by eBay stores, and my eBay store is still Vintage Dust. It's Vintage Dust Emporium, and or Vintage Dust by George Works as well. And I'm on Instagram as well, and I'm on Facebook as well, of course, for my business as well as personally. I have two Facebook accounts and 2 Instagram accounts. So, yes, absolutely. Let me put your name down on that for the Raydon mug. Okay, let me just type that in the chat just to make it official. Oops. Helps if I spell it right. 2. What was I asking for that? 6, I think it was, right? Yeah, $6. There you go. Let me write that on my list. Thank you. And put this other thing away while I'm working on that. Thanks, Jennifer. There's also the Facebook group out there that Shadow Woman has, and I forgot to post it. I usually post on there as well. I just forgot. Like I said, things been a little crazy here. So, but looking forward to a nice restful vacation. So, okay. So, where are we here? I get so many. Yeah. Well, speaking of mugs, that was going to be my next item. So we'll take this. We'll pass this we'll pass on this guy on the pearl. Jennifer is a goddess. Oh, really? Well, that's nice to know. Popular Chinese as well. Chinese? Ooh, I'll have to give me a link to Johnny's. I've been on Kim's channel, not recently. I know they do a Tuesday night thing now. They've kind of changed it. I was the last one in I think it was in January on Kim's channel that did the regular, what they used to do with guests. And I've been trying to get into the queue to see if I can get in there again sometime, but I haven't yet. So, and actually, to be honest, we've been so hectic and so busy, I haven't even been on watching other people's auctions, and I'd love to do that. We'd love to go on and support, other people, and occasionally buy things. So anyway, that is what's going on. Okay, so we passed on the pearl necklace. Let's get that out of the way. And I do have another. I think the other one was a Disney mug as well. Well, that was already done. This is a Disney, but this is not already done. This is made in Thailand, not China. So let me bring the camera up a little bit here and get my hand out of the way so you can see it. It says it's not easy being a sea witch, and it's got on the other side that. So we're going to call this the Sea Witch mug. And we'll start this at $5. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, you do auction mods too. That's cool. I have yet to do that. Or have my wife. My wife is extremely shy. I've been trying to convince her to. She won't even watch it. She gets nervous just watching the auctions. So, anyway, but wow, hip replacement. Gee, purrs. Wow, it's just the hip. Yeah. No, I have two different friends that have had hip replacements and some with knee replacements, and it's not fun. Although I'll have to say, the one guy, he was in his 70s when he had both his hip replaced at the same time. So, but he was an avid skier, and that's what wore his hips out. And he insisted on getting them both done at the same time. It's like, wow. I see a $5 from Randy for the mug. So we will say going once. Going twice. Like I said, I'm hoping to post some shorts out there too that might help stimulate my channel a little bit. I have a 1921 Victorola that I restored, mechanically speaking. It still needs some cosmetic touches, but I'm going to make a couple short videos of it playing for people just to see they can show it. Thank you, Randy. Put a tag on that little baby and make sure your name is associated with it. You write your name down. And put that over with the other items. Okay. I did have one item left that I did not show. That was in the preview. I want to show it just so I don't want to forget showing it. Yeah, it's a really cool thing. My sister and brother-in-law were up, okay. So the music box. I think this one it's called Forever Rose. It plays the canon in D, for those who are familiar with classical music. And we will ask for this guy. We'll start this one at $9 also. I think. Good night, Randy. No problem. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, you need to get off the computer. I'm sure the eye strain's not helping. So you take care. We'll keep you in our prayers. Okay. Music box. So you heard it play. I hope you could hear it. And it is I won't call it snow globe, but a glitter globe with an angel in it. It's in excellent condition with gold gilding colored on the inside. It is a Sankyo movement. Let's see if I can get this up here to show you the tag on the bottom. That'll focus. There we go. So from Westland. Very pretty little music box. And as you can hear, it played the Canon in D. So, okay. Alrighty. Oh, thanks, Jennifer. Yeah, I will get that out there soon. I've been meaning to do that for a while. And the other thing I've got that's not going to be a short, but my wife and granddaughter and I help with some of the carpentry work. We have a 1/12. They call it 1/12 scale dollhouse. And my wife tried to stick to more or less a Victorian theme with it, and they did a really nice job with the decor and everything. I did things like fixing the windows and some of the minor painting that needs to be done because I've got a very steady hand. But anyway, I'll hopefully I've been promising to do this for some time, but I just got to sit down and do it and show you this dollhouse. It's just amazing. So, okay, we'll pass on this music box and let's go on to some jewelry again. And let's see here. I showed the Murano bracelet earlier. We'll show a different one this time. I think this one is also about 7 inches. These are Murano beads. I'm going to set it down here so I can type it in. Click it off screen and get this down. There we go. Bracelet. We'll start this at $8. Just like the other one. We had a blue one earlier for those that maybe came in later. So you see that the core on these things is this one is a little different from the other one. This is kind of like a chain almost core in there, and the clasp is a little different. And there's various beads throughout, all different colors. A little bit of white mixed in with the red here, and some we call it cloisonne type bead, or something like that. And what's interesting about these types of chains is if you don't like it, so if you want to alter it, these are very easy to they unscrew on the ends, and you can re-string it however you wish. So this is not where it goes together. This is just a charm, a solid one-piece charm right here. It actually joins it here with this little lobster claw. So anyway, if you thought there's any interest in that. Actually, I have two. I have another one that's very similar to that one, and I'll say choice. How's that sound? For $8. This one has some red, some white, dark red, I guess. And this one has a few more charms hanging off it. And there's but this one has a different style core. So we'll say for choice. How's that? Okay. And I was thinking, oh yeah, we did have one more shoot. We did have one more thing from the preview that we didn't show. Oh, I better set this, mark this mug, the other mug, the Ray Dunn one for CR13. me put a tag on it so I don't forget that I sold it. I did write it down anyway, I wouldn't have forgotten, but it's just nice to have a label on it so when I'm looking at it, I know. There. Okay. All righty. Well, let's see here. What else are we going to do? I got one more music box. Like I said, I showed in the preview, and I really should show it. So we'll do that. And we'll pass on these guys for now. And oh, I forgot. I had a really unique thing I was going to show. I don't know if anybody in this group is interested in this kind of thing, but we'll see. Okay, so here's the last music box. And it's called The Little Gray Rabbit. And you can see it's got some little piece that moves, but I don't believe so. By Allison Utley, pictures. So it plays music box dances. It means a big dancer. It's a very simple little music box. We'll start this one at $9 also. No, you know what? I'll take that back. I'll start this at $8. It's in very good condition. I think it's just a little bit of peeling right there. To be honest, just to show you that it's not perfect. There's a little bit right there, but it is cute. And it's based on pictures by Margaret Tempest. This is Allison Utley, pictures by Margaret Tempest. I guess there's a story sort of associated with this. Oh yeah, in creating the world of the Little Gray Rabbit, it says. Oh, okay. So it's a story. Pardon me. But it plays the tune nicely. I always check the music boxes, make sure they're okay, they're not bound up, and they play clearly and don't skip. I know how to repair them. I have repaired a few in the past, because sometimes they use these plastic gears instead of metal gears, and that's what usually happens is they strip out, or they overwind it and it's bound. And so sometimes I can fix them, sometimes not. I have pieces laying around from those I couldn't fix, but these have not been touched. All the ones I showed tonight were in perfect condition when I got them. But okay, all right, we'll pass on this. I want to make sure I got everything that was in the preview out. I think I did. Okay. I was debating about showing this. They're in a cardboard, they're in shoe boxes. So give me a second. A lot of stuff in the way here. Okay. I'm going to bring my camera up. I have no idea what's a fair price for some of this stuff. But these are, my wife went through these and they're all in good condition. Linens, doilies, whatever you want to call them. There's some good, nice pieces in here. This is, I'm told this is used for brides. I'm going to have to back the camera, or back this out of the way here. But it's quite a pile of stuff in here, so I'm going to try and go through it quickly. But I'm told this is used for the brides at a wedding. It's some kind of sorry. It goes something like that. I'm not holding it properly. I know I'm not, but I think anybody who knows anything about this stuff probably recognizes what it does. It's got these little pockets. It looks like a flower kind of shape to it. And I guess they use it for weddings. So that, some little pieces here that must have been something they started. We weren't quite sure what these were used for. But there's some nice pieces of linen here, and there, and this whole pile of linen that is, I guess, like napkins or doilies. And I was just going to throw it out there and say, if anybody's interested, there's a lot here. More of these, whatever they are. Here's another big piece here. More and more and more and more and more. It's all this linen. It's just absolutely gorgeous material. And I don't even know what a fair price would be. So I'm going to just call this a linen assortment. I'm hoping I'm not being. I'm going to throw a number out and see if you think is fair. Is $20 a fair price to ask for a pile of linen this high? I don't know. I mean, I think linen goes. I think my understanding is it can be considered, fairly valuable, and it's not. There's no smell to this. It's all very, 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 very clean. There's no mustiness. Nothing. I thought I'd throw it out there, see if there's any interest. It's just something that we were able to get our hands on, and that nobody seemed to want. And maybe there's a reason that nobody uses this type of stuff anymore. But I thought I'd put it out there and see if there was any interest. If not, we'll just pass on it and go on to something else. But if you want to see more of it, I mean, like I said, there's quite a nice variety of stuff. I say some has some very intricate patterns. This one still has a sticker on it. It's like, that went for $1. Well, I don't think that's right. It says 100, but I don't think that's in dollars. I think that's a different denomination. It says HK 100. So it may be Hong Kong, or maybe, I don't know. That tells you it's brand new. Yeah, so that's brand new. This still has the sticker on it. And then there's more of these little pieces in here. I see, this is the piece of here I thought really quite large. I guess you'd leave maybe a dresser top, maybe. I thought that looks like about the size it would be on top of a dresser. I remember that from my grandmother's house. Anyway, I thought I'd throw it out there, but we'll pass on. That's fine. It's such an unusual thing that we came across that I said, I'll see if there's anybody out there that has an interest in something like that. And if not, we'll throw it out there on eBay or someplace, or Etsy or whatever. I have an Etsy store too. And I have a Poshmark store. So. Okay, make sure I'm not covering up something I want to show. I don't think. All right, how are we doing on time here? 9:39. Okay. All right, I've got a pair of earrings. Let me see if I can find my display. Here it is. These are made, I think they're pewter. I'm going to guess the shepherd's hook is a bit tarnished. So you're either silver plated or silver. I'm going to bring the camera back down. So anybody who's into astrology would probably recognize what this is. These are Pisces. And maybe a little better. My fingers out of the way. They're shepherd's hooks and Pisces earrings. thought you were really bringing new balance. Okay. Pisces, let me see if I spelled that right. I did. Earrings. We'll start these at $4, I think. Gemini. Yeah, I'm a Taurus. Okay. So we got up there. And then we have some random pieces all going for pretty much around the same price as we go along here. So, and I'm going to go through these really quickly. So if you're interested, just go ahead and shout it out, type it out. I'm going to pass on that. Okay, and I've got this really nice gold tone 18-inch necklace, and it has this type of clasp on it. Okay, and you can see it's I think they call it serpentine. There are no markings on it, but it is really, really excellent shape. Oops, let me get it on the camera so it's all complete on the camera here. Gold tone necklace. Oops. Goodness. $4 for this. You're going to see a theme here as I rapidly go through these. While I'm putting one thing away, I'm getting the next one out. So, okay, no interest in the gold tone necklace. Yeah, set this next set of earrings. These are post style earrings. I'm trying to get them on my display here, so I know that the black display does not work well for some of this stuff, but it's what I have. For photography work, it does nice, but for some reason for video, it just does not. Okay, so we'll pass on the gold tone, and again, you see something. I'm going to go quickly because I really have another pile of jewelry that I just had in front of me here. So these are post earrings, unicorns. I believe they're probably pewter. She didn't write down what they are for sure, but I'm guessing from the tone that these are pewter. And they're post, as you can see. Style earrings. And get that on there properly. Come on, focus. There we go. Unicorn earrings. And we'll start this at $4. Okay. And now let's put this other thing away. Get the next item. Get that. Do this one next. Okay. All right, pass. Excuse me. Another gold tone necklace. This one's a long one with a hook that looks like that. They do my ruler. Looks like 24-inch. this one at $4. I'll show it again up close here. Dropping things. Goodness. You can see the pattern in the necklace. It's chained and with these little bars every so often throughout it. Just a simple necklace, not a complicated necklace. The gold tone. Okay. All right, and we'll pass on this. Another set of earrings. These have an amber colored beads. And they're shepherd's hook, and there's some tarnish on the shepherd's hook, so I'm guessing they're either silver plate or silver. Beads are not stone. Tell you that for sure. Just a simple little amber colored, and then no, they're not looking like they're this one that twisted, so it looks like it's hanging different from the other one. It isn't really. I just pinched it wrong. There we go. And so I'm going to amber ear color earrings, $3. If there's any interest. A little gold tone bead in between them. Oh yeah, I was going to try to find it. I have one of these items that has a matching necklace, and I know I'll find it. It drives me crazy. All right, this one try to fix it. Now I could show these. Where is my board? I'll assume for my display board. All right, we'll go with this one. All right, we'll pass on that. And we'll bring up. Now, I got a little bit of a knot in the chain here, and I can fix that really quickly. So that's why kind of weird. So you can see the type of clasp this is. I think this is a 20 or 24 inch delicate necklace. Let me double check it. 22 inch chain. The interesting thing about this is the stone is a Brazilian agate. Here we go on screen properly. I think the bail itself is actually stone, but I can't call for sure. It is tarnished as well a little bit. This goes back to one of the pieces I was talking about earlier. This is something we probably made back in the early 90s. So, there's that. And that is Jasper necklace. Start this at, we'll say $5. Is any interest? Okay. And give me a second while I dig out the next piece. Yeah, that one. Oh, I see Marlene at 5. And I promise I'll get the knot out of the chain. I'm really good at that. So we'll say going once. Going to it. Oh, come on. There we go. Man. I don't know why. It was so slow on me tonight. Or maybe StreamYard. So, Marlene. Yeah. $4. All right. Thank you. Let me set that aside so I know to fix that right away. Okay, I have another silver tone necklace. I'm going to hang it on here just briefly, so you can see what it looks like. Let me start this one at, I think she only wanted $3 for this. It was just silver tone. But the pattern on this is really unusual. Let's see if we can get that to focus. See that? Looks like the best thing I can think of is when you look at that, it looks like you're a cobblestone. You think of a cobblestone street. It's kind of get that pattern to it. No, it's very irregular, yet regular. It's kind of very unusual. And that's the inventory tag on it. And I think that is 16. Yep. So, any interest in that little beauty? Okay. Okay. We're doing time here, 9:53. Okay. I'm just looking here within my reach to see if I'm forgetting something. Oh, I should have got already. I found it. Yes. Okay. I found what I was looking for. This is going to be the only item that, well, let's just say it's going to be worth what I'm asking. You'll see in a minute here. Okay, so I'm going to pass on this. I have a liquid silver jewelry that is made by Morning Sun in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So this is a Native American design. And put this off here. This is very, very delicate, but it's made with liquid silver, and the necklace itself, I think it's only like 14-inch. Yes, 14, maybe 15. And it has a matching bracelet. And the bracelet is 7 inches. Pretty standard. The bracelet has a barrel clasp. Put together here. So you can see it's a liquid silver. There's the barrel clasp. And then it has these beads here. The necklace, also a barrel clasp. Liquid silver and matching bead pattern, type pattern at the base. Okay, I have to ask. Yeah, small. I know it's small for a lot of people, but it is native. I'm going to call it native liquid silver, and it comes with a certificate from the company. Set. I'm going to start this at $14. And that's a good deal for liquid silver. And it'll come with a box. My wife's note to me here says liquid silver necklace and bracelets, Native American blue and blue green beads, sterling silver, $14. Like I said, it comes with a certificate, if you want to call it that. It even has a taking care of your liquid silver jewelry in a little booklet. So anyway, I thought I'd put it out there. I know it's getting towards the end of what I normally do, so I'm going to wrap it up here shortly. And kind of wanted to end it with a bang with the nice item. Unless there's something somebody specifically is asking me for, that I may have shown earlier and want to see again, or something I might have within reach. I mean, I have, as you know, I did a lot of jewelry tonight, for those that were watching, and I appreciate everybody that came on and watched, and I appreciate those that made purchases, and I will get the invoices out quickly, I promise. I will shoot again for next week. I haven't quite decided if I want to go on Tuesday again or on Thursday again. I kind of like Thursdays, so it works better for me in some ways. So I may do it again Thursday next week. And because Tuesdays has been a problem for me for some meetings I need to go to on occasion, so I may switch to Thursdays. So and I think I'm going to switch cameras here, and we'll pass on this. And as always, what I have tried to say here is appreciate everybody who follows me and subscribes. I really do love that. Oh, let me get my glasses back on here to see what I really look like. That was like I say, I have my eBay. The links to my shops are in my about here on my YouTube channel. So if you're wondering how to find me on eBay or Poshmark or Etsy, I think I have all three of those links in there. I am toying with the idea of going to Mercari as well, because I have a ton of baseball cards and a few other items that are probably better suited on Mercari. I have a ton of vinyl albums, and I have comic books like you wouldn't believe. I have tried a few comic books here in the past, but I don't think the folks that have been watching are really interested in that, and at least the people who subscribe and follow. So that's fine. I do all right with those on eBay. So. And I have toys as well. So, okay, well, I'm going to sign off because I know other auctions come on tonight, and I like to catch those as well, and to see what the ladies are up to on some of the other channels. So, thank you to everyone. Appreciate your patronage here, and I hope you have a blessed evening. And thank you. You have a wonderful and positive weekend as well, Marlene. And I'll keep your friends in Ethiopia in mind here in prayers. I'll look into that. I'm kind of curious as to what's going on there. I try to. I'm a bit of a news hawk sometimes, so I will go see what's going on. Okay, I guess my curiosity up. So we'll take care. And like I said, I'll try and get those shorts out there, see if we can give you guys some insight as to some of the other things we do, and have fun with. So, alrighty, have a blessed evening. Good night, everyone.